everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. All right, today's topic is cats and monitoring spirits. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to those of you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now we have a letter. So let's dive right into this letter and see what she says. I have long believed that there are spirits that watch us. Whether they just monitor, protect us, or spy on us, they are most certainly there. I have had experiences with imaginary playmates as a child. I very much saw these entities and interacted with them. And two of my daughters did as well. Yeah, because they probably follow your family. Okay? But whoever this spirit is may have been following your family for generations. Okay? I truly believe that small children and animals see things that we cannot. One of the other things you mentioned was animals. I'm a cat person, and I always see that my cats position themselves between me and the door to the bedroom and the window at night as they are watching all points of entry. Oh, okay. A few times over the years, I have noticed sometimes that the cats seem to have a different spirit than other cats and almost seem human-like, trapped in a cat's body. There's no way to prove this, but the feeling is there. I've only felt this in 2 to 3 cats over a lifetime. And I can tell you, it's very special. Oftentimes, I will observe that all cats seem to track things with their eyes, and I see nothing. They are intensely staring and following something. Recently, I found that there are spiritualists that believe cats absorb negative energy. Then they go to sleep to release that negative energy. Okay, I don't have much information about that, but I have heard that about cats, and it's a tricky thing with the cat business in my life. I'm a dog person, always have been, and really never liked cats. Period. You know, every cat that I came in contact with when I was younger would scratch me or be temperamental. It just, our personalities never jived. So I didn't like them. But when my son was still at home, he wanted to go and get a cat. Oh my gosh. Now, this is the baby boy that I never say no to. So here we go to the pet store. And they, in the pet store, they call it adopt a cat, so we decided to do that. And this cat was a young kitten, of which we like, a little black young kitten. He decided to get that. All right. It was a while after we had the cat that I actually realized that this is a black cat. And I heard the connotations about, black cats being bad luck or whatever. But the cat seemed to fit in, even with me not being a cat person. All right. And during that time, I had always a dog here. So the dog always took precedent over the cat. The cat just had to find her own way. I would make sure food was out. That's about it. No attention. But now I find myself a lot. It's just me and this cat, and she wants to get close to me, and I don't want her close to me. I want her to go on about her business and do whatever she needs to do and leave me alone. But at every opportunity, she'll come and try to snuggle up to me or whatever. And see, I don't really understand cats, but I find them to be needy. Is that a good word? Or are they needy? Which means that they need for you to always be, grooming them or whatever you do. I don't know. But anyway, uh, that's the struggle with the cat. I know I got way off base telling you my cat story, but I guess maybe it helps somebody. But let's see. Cats. In many cultures, cats are believed to sense and ward off negative energies or spirits. Their heightened senses, especially vision and hearing, make people associate them with spiritual guardianship. Energy detection. Some traditions hold that when a cat stares into an empty space or suddenly reacts, they may be perceiving something beyond the human senses. I've seen where, the cat will just stop in her stance and look, and when she does it outside, I know it's a creature that she's doing, but if she does it inside and you don't see anything, it could be, or it could be, something else. But like anything, you have to look at it. Okay, you have to track it. But one thing I can say about this cat, she don't miss anything that happens in this house. She sees everything. If you bring something new into the house, I don't care how small it is or how big it is, she's got to come and investigate it. No matter where you put it, you will find that she will go and investigate it. Now, what that is, maybe some of you understand what that is, because I have not followed the cat world of as far as spirituality is concerned. And another thing that you all can probably help me with, she's trying to communicate with me through language. I don't speak cat. and she gets pretty loud with it, like I need to understand what she's saying. And to me, it's just annoying. So if any of you know, how to decipher what this cat is trying to tell me, please let me know. Okay? All right. Let's see something else. Ancient Egyptians saw cats as sacred protectors, linked to the goddess of protection at home. Now, these monitoring spirits that we are assuming are in these cats. All right, we're just going to assume that, these cats are full of these monitoring spirits, and that's why they're in your life. Because, number one, I do believe that everything that happens in your life is supposed to happen because of the path that you are on. Whatever path that you live in your life on, the things that happen on that path are supposed to happen. Okay? So if you got a lot of cats in your life, then there's a reason for it, more than just you having companionship. All right, they probably are all teaching you different lessons. Okay, let's see, or they or watching your every move. I'm sure they're doing that now. Here's the thing. For protective energy, I mean, why would you need a whole army of cats to You understand what I'm saying? Um, to protect you. If they are associated really with the monitoring spirit, um, they are doing their job. But see, the monitoring spirit that watches people's lives and gather information, they take this information back to somebody else. It's not like they're going to do anything with the information. They take it back to the spirits that set them out there. So when it comes back to you, it could be to harm you or maybe to elevate you, but a lot of times it's to hinder you from your progress. And maybe, when you think about something like that, maybe karma has a lot to do with that. If these spirits are gathering information about you, and then maybe it goes back to the karma wheel, and then when the karma wheel comes around, the karma wheel is just going to repay you for what you've done during that cycle. So if your cycle is full of negative energy, well, you're just going to get negative energy back until the next cycle comes around. You understand? So everything in this universe is a cycle. And if it is true that these cats are monitoring spirits, well, uh, in my home, it makes sense. In my home. Okay. Okay, now this is the thing. If you feel that you are experiencing a lot of negativity from monitoring spirits being in your life, then you need to do some cleansing rituals. You need to get my home cleansing kit, number one, and cleanse your home on a regular basis to get rid of all of that negative energy and to protect your home. Now, if you happen to have a cat, I have a cat and I cleanse my home all the time. I don't rely on that cat to protect me. I don't know anything about that, but I cleanse my home on a regular basis because you don't know, you go out and about, you meet people and everything, and these negative energies, they're just waiting for the right vessel to attach to and send you on your way. And here you come home and your mind is filled with troubles in your life. How you're going to meet your obligations. And then if you're in a relationship, why hasn't he called? What's going on? Things like that. Those are negative energies, and they can attach to you very quickly if you don't have the armor of protection around you. Some people believe that these cats can detect these monitoring spirits. So if the monitoring spirit is not in the cat and they can detect other monitoring spirits, or maybe it's two monitoring spirits detecting each other. We don't know. So anyway, they can hiss at each other, things like that. So, you know, um, you can keep your eye on it. I mean, you can talk about it. I don't know if it's much you can do about it. I don't know if it's much you can really prove about it. But I do realize that if your life is not improving all the time, because this universe is ever expanding to bigger and better. And if you're not on that train, well, then you need to get on a different path. A different path. You see, the decisions that you make in your life have a lot to do with the way that you think about yourself and being in the world. It shapes your future. And what you think about today will start manifesting itself tomorrow. So in a a little bit, you'll see what you thought about today happen in your life. And then you'll say, oh my gosh, why am I having such bad luck? Well, what happened? You happened. You don't understand how this all works. So always be on a positive note, because this way it does help with putting up a wall of protection against any of these evil spirits that may hovering around you. Now, my home cleansing kit, I'll put a link in the description if any of you are interested in getting that. I'm going to bring back this book again. This is Monitoring Spirits Exposed and Defeated. Now, in this book is really a gem. It really is. Now, those of you who are Christians, you're going to appreciate this because it is written from a Christian perspective. But the information in the book is kind of undeniable. It is very good information about these monitoring spirits. And he also named the spirits and what their mission is. And I guess it'll help you identify them. I don't know, what's to do other than to protect yourself from these entities, but it helps you to understand them, realize that they are everywhere. And you need to realize that every entity is not there to be of help to you. Okay? The entity may start off friendly, kind, loving. That's what happens with the narcissist. You understand? And then the spirit start asking for sacrifices. Okay? Every spirit is not there to help you. That's the thing. And you need to be able to protect yourself from any kind of energy that may do you harm. So I'll leave a link in the description. This comes right from Amazon. You can pick it up right away. And anybody who's interested in knowing more about the monitoring spirits, I do recommend this book. In the description, I'll leave a link. I want to thank you for joining me today. I really hope that I was clear with the message, and I really hope that it helps someone. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your letters and your comments. And I really appreciate those that leave a donation. Now, any of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. I appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best and happiness. And I really hope to see you next time.